daily drive. Whoop, there we go. Sorry about that. As you can see, my I am so tempted. I'm so tempted. What the hell?
Yeah.
Anyways, as you can see, the 3D has gotten set up, and I have been pretty thrilled about that because I've been waiting for it for so long. And this time it came, like, it was funny, I got the exact same box, even though it was from a different retailer. And this time, there we go.
Shut down.
Anyway, so I got the exact same box, and this time I could see where the device, the IR emitter, was supposed to have gone. So there was really no way that I could have possibly missed it, as it turned out. So that was kind of a relief, actually, to know that I hadn't. There just, you know, wasn't anything I could have done, and it really was just shipped without a piece, which happened. So I have been so incredibly behind because I want to try out the 3D on everything, and some things the 3D doesn't work well with, but then I found some guides that say, oh, if you're going to do 3D, you just need to do it in this particular way. Like in a lot of games, apparently, you have to turn on the shadow, because part of the problem is the shadow will be in one position for one eye, and then a different position for the other eye. And instead of creating the image of a shadow in one particular position, the shadow in one particular position, it will look like the shadow is to the left and to the right of the thing casting the shadow, instead of like underneath it, or slanted off to a side or something. So it's really kind of a strange effect to see, and in some instances it even makes things look like they're kind of highlighted, for lack of a better term. So I had found that kind of confusing, and I think yesterday I had said that the 3D effect did not seem to be as deep as I kind of expected it to be. Like, objects in the distance didn't really appear to be that distant. So what I found out was that by default the whole thing is set to like a 15-degree angle. I am so screwed.
Battery over here.
Be able to turn this around. Although, admittedly, I'm not doing terribly awful. Yeah. It's just, as much damage as she deals, it's really pretty damn important to have her weapon fully upgraded, just like anybody else. There was no way out of that. It's always my favorite position this game constantly puts me in.
Battery over here.
Come on.
Firepower.
I'm really not having a fun time with this. There we go. At least I barely managed to clear out some of it. Alright, with those two out of the way, and this on the way. Anyway, so as I expected, the 3D seems to actually change the video output, so presumably I could output video that other people who have the same tech that I do could see. But I don't know if there's really a point to that, because given the interest in the Oculus, I don't think that this particular technology is going to survive in the long run. And frankly, I didn't even really buy the monitor to do the 3D in the first place. I bought it because it had the kind of stats that I wanted to see on a monitor. And it was such a high quality piece of equipment that I just couldn't help myself. And then I found out that it had this thing, and I thought, oh well, whatever, I'll give it a shot, and I can always return it if I don't like it. And I think I actually really do rather like it. And so far, I think the best game that I've seen do anything with it is actually Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like, the 3D in that is very good, and the environment looks correct. I mean, the only problem that it has is something that all of them seem to have, which is what do I do with okay.
Accelerate extended.
Try for a second, stay out of fire, or not.
Accelerate. Firepower. Battery here.
Anyways, is what do you do with menus and
Accelerate
crosshairs?
extended.
Because all of those things tend to sort of float above the depth of everything else. And I found that turning up the depth of field to 100 makes the distance appear proper, but it also makes it very hard. You have to like focus your eyes differently on different parts of the screen. Like, for example, if you want to see the menu, you have to stop focusing on everything else that's going around and see the menu. If you want to read the subtitles, same deal. So that is an awkward thing to have to get used to. And I can see why people would turn down the depth of field for that very reason. So, it is what it is. Holy crap. So, I don't feel like I'm doing ultra terrible, but I also don't feel like I'm just completely wrecking this. And her damage, as always, is significantly higher than many of the other characters. So that is a huge plus, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's enough to make her really work for me. Because everybody else's ability to take care of mobs in a more pointed fashion is strength that should not be underestimated. Oh, jeez.
Accelerate. Battery over here.
Grab that. Don't let it get away.
Firepower.
Get your pitchforks and horses. That went in all kinds of directions I don't even know.
Battery up. Battery here.
Initiating containment.
This is probably a real serious problem.
Attempting capture.
Shut down.
Armor compromised. Activating support units.
Shut down.
Oh no.
Hold still.
Oh man. Oh man.
Firepower. Shut down. Battery here.
Orders must be followed.
Firepower.
Laser
Shut
output.
down. Shut down.
That was weird.
Damage level exceeded. Venting fusion
Battery
reactor.
up.
Huh. Let's see how bad that ended up
All
being.
clear.
Wasn't terrible. Almost like I'm starting to get the hang of her. Anyways. I gotta get going. I'm real late on doing things. But I wanted to get this out just in case I missed it on the way home. So, see you guys next time.